we good to go. Alright, y'all. So, we here today. Episode number 2. Episode. Alrighty. As y'all can see, it's a Monday. Episode number 2 of Off the Rip. We got a special guest with us. Manley, I'm going to let you go ahead and...
Hey man, what's up y'all? It's your boy SupaManley at the Red Room, #1 studio in America, you know what I'm saying? So, don't put your session, get at us, we're going to get you sounding right, for sure.
We love that, So, go ahead and let the people know exactly what you do, what you have to offer. Who are you?
Well, you know, I'm a music engineer, audio engineer, producer, songwriter. I help artists with like vocals and stuff like that, you know, on their songs. So really anything related to music, you know, I help artists and help them get that out. So I run a studio in Missouri City, a home studio. Got 2 studio rooms. One's a smoking room, one's a non-smoking room, and kind of people just pull up here, vibe out, and make music. Like that's pretty much, you know, all I do all day long, 24/7. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
How long did it take you to get your studio set up?
Well, so from the start, I've been doing this like music business since college, maybe like my sophomore year. So it's been maybe like 10 years. Yeah, maybe like 10 years.
You ain't new to this, you choose to this.
Yeah, like a decade. I've been doing this a long time. So originally I was recording artists back in high school, actually, I'm sorry. And I would leave, I would skip school, come here and record artists, you know, for $20 for like 4 hours or something like that. And then it just started gradually with me investing in studio equipment. You know, I was recording downstairs, you know, in my mom's living room. Mm-hmm. And she ain't like strangers coming in and messing up the couch and shit like that. So she's like, take your studio upstairs. So I moved upstairs, went to that room. Yeah. So originally we built the studio in this room. That's the non-smoking room because it's connected to the whole house. And so started doing music in there. A couple of years later, I was like, man, I need to expand. Like I need to, you know, take it to the next level. Yeah. So with that, I kind of got on a team of, you know, other producers and engineers in the city, and we kind of just came together. We raised like $5,000 to invest into this studio. Okay. So that's how this came about at the beginning of 2021. So ever since then, we just kind of been growing, just connecting in the city, recording different people, meeting a lot of people, artists and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of how it just all kind of started. You know, I've always been into the business of music. I just kind of made it my income, basically. Yeah.
Okay, well, we love that. And you got a nice little setup. Like, thank you. It's real dope. How many people? No, you did say that you have a team. So how many people are on your team? So go ahead and give them a quick little shout out. Who's on your team?
The Red Room page on Instagram currently follows like 13 people. We got like 5-6 producer artists. Nighttime, he's a gold certified producer. He's produced for Untitled Chapter and a lot of other people in the city. We got Glory Santana. He's also an artist, producer. Sad Boy Chris, homeboy from Kansas. He came down here. He's staying with me currently. Just a whole bunch of talented young black people in the city. Like literally, and I just realized like we're all minorities. So, you know, we're just something right there. But yeah, that's just a few of them. We got other, you know, influencers on Instagram that are tapped in with us. We got videographers, photographers, things like that. So it's really just a whole camp of talented entrepreneurs that are doing their own thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's kind of what it is.
And that's what's up, because, you know, I'm rooting for everybody black, again, especially during Black History Month. Okay? Now, let's take a couple steps back. Okay. You said you've been doing this since high school. How did you get started? Like, you were making music for your friends. Like, did they come up to you one day and they was like, you know what, I kind of want to make some music. You want to help me out with this?
No, yeah, it kind of started actually when I was actually in guitar club in high school. I was playing guitar, playing rock songs. I was in a metal band.
Okay.
Yeah, fun fact. I was in a metal band and we were playing shows in Houston. And, you know, we kind of we're kind of getting big, local big, you know what I'm saying? And then it just turned into recording our guitars and our music to recording. Like, people would be like hitting me up, like, hey, can you record this quick song for me? Or can you record this, can you record that? So people started hitting me up. That's when I started charging like $20, you know, for like 4 hours or something like that. And so it turned into that. And then just gradually I got better at engineering. Gradually I got better at producing, you know. And then until eventually I was able to build an empire off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have something that would sustain me. So, after that I kind of I was like, man, school really isn't for me. Like, I see I have passion in making music. So I was like, let me just put my all into this rather than divide up my time to go, you know, work a job at $8 an hour job, or go to school, or do this or do that. I was just like, let me just put all my eggs in one basket. So that's kind of how it came to be.
So, how did you know that this was what you were supposed to do? Like, I mean, everybody, you know, take that chance and just go out to do something. But how did you know that this is what I'm meant to be doing, wrong, right, and different? I need to be doing this.
The thing is, I want to say I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but when you're doing something that you have a passion for, like a true passion for, like it's something that's just in your heart, like it's something that you can't separate yourself from. So and music, like I said, it's always been in my blood. I was in my church choir at the age of 5, like playing an instrument, playing bongos, or playing something. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been surrounded by music my whole life. So I always knew I had to do something creative. Music is something that's so easy to express yourself with. You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, I was always, you know, good at drawing. I was good at painting. I was good at just things, artistic things. You know what I mean? But I just, music's kind of just one of the ones that stuck. You know, because I was pretty much good at, you know, a lot of things. So
I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah, jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, let me just make one thing work. Like, you know, put all your focus into one thing and make that great. So that's what I thought.
So you said you played several different instruments.
Yeah.
Tell me, what instruments can you play?
I played the guitar.
The guitar?
Bass guitar, lead guitar, whatever kind of guitar. I played the keyboard a little bit. But yeah,
all
the guitar.
Keyboard.
I played the keyboard a little bit. I can kind of play by ear.
Okay.
Transpose everything in C major a little bit, but I can play the keyboard. I don't do wind instruments though.
No wind instruments.
Yeah, no cellos, no violins, none of that.
None of that. Okay.
And drums.
You say my love's not like that.
My love's not built for that. But it's crazy because I actually ran track in middle school. Yeah, but it's
it left now. Right about now.
Some years ago. But and drums, and that's pretty much it. Any kind of, you know, rock band instrument I play.
So do you prefer, with the music that you produce, do you prefer it to be live instrumentals or?
I mean, well, I would prefer to make live instrumentation music, like as opposed to making music with the computer. Like, it's more natural to actually play something and record it and track it. You know what I mean? And it just sounds better to my ears, anyways. But you know,
not the time it permits.
The time it permits, and really just the way music is revolutionized now. It's like people don't need instruments to make music anymore. People do it all through the computer. So, you know, nowadays when someone comes in here, they're not saying, "Oh, I need you to hit a lick on the guitar for me." They're like, "Nah, you just put this down and do this, do that." So, you know, exactly. So that's pretty much, you know, all there is. But I would prefer to make live instrumentation music. I feel like it's more natural. It sounds better to me, in my opinion. Yeah.
What would you say? Well, let's talk about the very first song that you ever produced. Okay. So let's rewind in our mind, go all the way back in the day. Would you say it was a hit or miss? Why or why not?
The very first song I heard,
very first song that you produced it, you put your name on it, and you like, this my hit right here.
Hey, you walked in, you like, so come on.
Yeah, go ahead, come on.
Introduce yourself.
Take a seat. You right here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That you in the frame.
Nighttime.
Oh my gosh. Not the drip. Oh my.
I didn't know that. This man's dinner, bitch. Bro, y'all got me on the bed. Is it getting my leg?
Come in. Come closer to me. I don't bite. Come on.
I'm a nigga. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
My name is Nighttime.
Okay. What you do?
I damn near everything.
Everything. Okay.
I mostly produce stuff.
Okay.
I produce. I also songwrite. And then, that's supposed to be it right now. That's all I want to say right now. Shit's still developing.
Still developing. I wish y'all could see what he pulling out his face.
Pull down casually.
Oh yeah, no, that's how you gotta do it.
Okay, well, I'm that you fix that. Okay, wait. So we were talking about the very first song that you ever produced. Go ahead and think about the very first song that you ever produced.
We gonna. That's it. We got something. Go ahead.
Okay, the very first song.
Okay, so
ever
very
produced,
first song,
hit or miss?
The very first song I ever produced was absolute garbage. Like,
okay.
It was trash.
Why do you think it was trash?
Because I didn't know what I was doing. So, you're on the computer, you just got this software, you're like, let me fuck around with it. It comes out trash. I made some song about, what was it called? Man, it was like, it was about numbers. I was counting. That's all I remember. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know.
Mr. Count from Sesame Street.
That shit was dookie cheesy.
We found
But yeah,
1, 2, 3.
I don't know what I was doing, but for some reason I made a song about counting, bro. Yeah.
Okay. What you thinking?
Well, my first song. Oh boy, yeah. Now that hoe's still out. Like that hoe is out. Y'all can hear that now. Y'all can hear that hoe right now.
He said, "Don't play with him. He is not one of them."
That hoe is, in my opinion, like for what it was and where I was at.
That was the shit right there.
Nah, hell no. That hoe was not the shit. That hoe was still not the shit. It was just like, oh, okay. They doing something. You know, it was really more of a like, we was just getting our feet wet. You feel me? So, but for the most part, I mean, I don't go back to listen to it.
Okay.
There you go. You know.
Not even if.
I mean, I go back and like if I'm like feeling nostalgic. You feel me? But yeah, nah.
So, how would y'all say that y'all have grown as producers? Either one can go first.
Grown as a producer?
Yeah.
It's really like any other thing. The more you do it, the better you get at it. So, you know, I've been doing this, like I said, for over a decade now. So, I feel like I'm a good producer, but, you know, it's all what sounds good to somebody. You know what I mean? So, it's all personal.
I would talk shit for this nigga.
Yeah.
He obviously too humble.
Okay.
We both too humble.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna talk shit for this.
Okay, well, go ahead.
This nigga cold as fuck. I just want y'all to know, this nigga cold as fuck, okay? And the reason I say that is because a lot of niggas that do this shit just don't know music. You know what I mean? And, like, he's one of the few niggas that I come across, like, doing this, because I guess, like, just like he's been doing this shit for a decade, I've been doing this shit for a decade.
Okay.
He probably gave his own little spiel, but I don't want to start my spiel now until it, you know. But
okay.
You better spill it.
Here, so go ahead and spill it.
Okay, go ahead. All right. So, well, for the most part, this is piggyback on what he said, though. Like I said, there's not a lot of niggas that really do this music shit. I.e., like, know how to play an instrument, you know, and then also know how to use the tools that, you know, we're using to make these beats and shit like that. So that's what's really setting me and him apart. You feel me? But backstory about me, one, me and this nigga went to the same high school. Okay.
What high school was it?
Hightower.
Hightower Hurricanes. It's something about those hurricanes. You were a hurricane too. Something about those hurricanes.
Come on now, you know, it's Gold Mine. That's what I'm gonna say. That's cool.
What year did you graduate?
15.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I met that nigga in Guitar Club, you know.
Okay.
Just met that nigga. It wasn't even like we was like chilling how we was now, but it was always just, you know, just good energy with this nigga. And then fast forward, well, not fast forward, I'm skipping ahead, but as I'm in high school, like, I'm writing like marching band music for my marching band. So I know, like, Southern, you know, Prairie View, how like they be playing like radio music in the stands.
Yeah.
I was writing that from like freshman year to senior year.
Okay.
So that's what kind of like started all of the, you know, I guess, interest or curiosity when it came to, like, the creation of music. You feel me? And that shit just transferred over to making beats. And it was seamless. And then I made my first album at this nigga's spot.
Okay.
This is when we were downstairs.
Yeah.
We were downstairs. Back in the OG days.
Right.
This was a bedroom.
Yeah,
there was a bed here.
Bro,
this did not exist.
Yeah, bro. So it's like, you know, the music shit runs deep. You know, I would say the passion runs deep, too. Because you can't do this shit for this long and not see your flowers, you know what I mean, and still continue, you know what I mean. We'll get them every now and then, but it's not like, you know, for instance, you'll see niggas, you know, like come out the gate and they already, you know, just popping, you know what I mean. Even with businesses and shit like that, you know, I believe the slow grind's gonna get you there, you know, and the hard work is gonna get you there more than anything else. You feel me? But it's like you know, just going through this music fucking journey is definitely very interesting, and I love it though.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that there was ever a time where you felt like, you know, where maybe this isn't the route that I kind of need to go? Maybe I need to, even if it's like not, I quit forever, but maybe I need to take a little break and kind of rethink things.
I think, honestly, because of where I started, just knowing like, you know, how much I was charging for what I was doing for people, like I was doing like top tier, and like I was in there like mixing their music, like you know what I'm saying, like really
I'm Dr. Dre for real.
yeah, like I'm on the, you know what I'm saying, on the boards. So coming from like really like small earnings and like humble beginnings, I think, you know, once you keep with that and you're just going with it, you don't really look at it potentially, oh, I may fail here or I may fail here, like, oh, this may not be for me. You don't really focus on it. You just focus on how do I make it better?
Yeah.
How do I get bigger? You know what I'm saying? How do I expand? Once you do that gradually for 10 years and you've trained it, you know what I'm saying? Change your mind, just keep like, hey, get bigger, keep going. Like, after a while, you don't even look at any other options. So that's why I was kind of like, you know, let me drop out of school, let me drop out of college. Like, that's not for me. Let me just focus on this. So I don't think, you know, any time during this process of, you know, from where I started to now, I was ever like, this isn't for me. I honestly can say I don't think I've ever experienced that. Like, music is just so deeply rooted in someone, like, you just can't really deny it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it's always been for me. You know
and like, and this is crazy because it's two different perspectives. Like, I felt like, you know, music, I always felt like the passion for music was always there and the love was always there. But what got in my way of continuing music continuously, you know what I mean, without taking breaks like that, was myself. You know, it's putting a lot of, you know, like I was my biggest critic, and I'm still my biggest critic to this day. You know, and that is a double-edged sword. You know, that can be great when it comes to when you're in here trying to get everything together, you know, but even while you're in here trying to get everything together, you could overanalyze, you could freeze because you're having too many thoughts, you know, so much shit is going on in your head that you end up just, like I said, freezing. And then now, you know, you don't even want to do it no more. You know, and it's like, because I've gotten here and I keep coming into the same hurdle, but it's like, that's why I say, you know, and that's what I realized, that's what's separating the good from the great, you know, from the good from the legendary. You know what I mean? Because niggas will see that hurdle, will get there, and then stop. You feel what I'm saying? They'll just be like, this shit ain't for me, whoop-de-whoop. But it's like, nah, like, one, God kept reminding me, for real, this is for you. I've tried to run away from it, just pull me right back, and it's like, you know, I'm just, I don't want to do it no more. Next thing you know, niggas, hey, I got a placement, come over here, whoop, trying to link up, and I'm just like, okay. I guess.
Like, at this point, I can't run away from it.
Right,
I can't run away from it.
And then me, I'm like, shit, nigga, this, I can't say what it is, but it's like, hey, but it's like, you know, I'm finna go in there and like do whatever I can, and you know, like I said, it's just two different journeys, and I just say for whoever's like chasing that shit, just understand if you know you're not like in the circle, you know what I mean, or if you're not connected, plugged up, don't expect to blow up from the jump. You know what I mean? If you ain't got nobody already in there, you know what I mean? Don't expect to do that shit, bro. It's really gonna take that hard work, and you gotta, you know, just keep grinding even when you feel like not grinding.
Yeah. What would you say inspires you, like on your worst days? So when you having those days when you ready to give up, and I know you don't really want to give up, but when it's rough.
Man, look, so the life of an entrepreneur, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, half the people watching this, you know, like, there's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. So the life of an entrepreneur is just like, even through the bad days, what are you doing to make sure you get more good days, right?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, it's just like, you gotta know what you want. Like, you gotta know what you want, set the guidelines to get to it, and then just follow the guidelines. Like, life can be so simple. Like, you can just do this, and get to this. Like, if you know you want to save $1,000, save $5 for 200 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you make it real simple. Like, just set your goals, achieve them small by small, and then by the time you know it, you're gonna get to where you want to go. So that's kind of how I just think of things. Like, for me personally, and it's not even like I want to live wealthy or I want to, you know, fancy lifestyle, but I set getting a nice fast supercar as one of my goals, right? So Audi R8, I really want an Audi R8, but it's not the Audi R8 I want. It's the lifestyle that comes with it. It's the contentment. It's the you know what I'm saying. I can earn money while I'm sleeping. I don't have to work. You know what I'm saying. So it's just that comes with getting an Audi R8. So when I said, hey, I'm gonna get an Audi R8, I know that the day that I do get that car, I'm gonna be living the life that I was part of. You know what I'm saying. So once you set that goal and you work towards it, the rest is easy. Like you just make little adjustments by adjustments. You make little gains by gains, and eventually, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get to where you want to be. So that's my inspiration.
My inspiration, honestly, and this is just me personally, it comes for the people I'm around. Like a lot of the times when I'm like too in my head, and not even say like inspiration comes in to me inspiration comes in many forms. Like my partner Malik, he know I'm not like doing what I need to be doing on my music shit. So he'll tap in and be like, bro, like, you know, why you tripping? This song hot. Calvin do the same shit. A lot of y'all will remind me about, you know, what I'm sleeping on or just my abilities. And it's like, again, that's what's hindering me is myself. So when I get reminded that, hey, nigga, like, you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing, it kind of reassures me. And it kind of gets that motor going again. You see what I'm saying? But also inspiration comes in the form of, you know, just looking at art and also experiencing life. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not even to say it like this, but it inspires people. But the death of my mother, it inspired me to go harder. You know what I mean? But in the sense of not to where it was like, I gotta mash the pedal, I can't stop. But it was more like, I gotta be more on purpose with my moves. Because I was doing that. I was literally just, anytime somebody hit me up, anytime somebody went to work, you know, I'm there, I'm sacrificing sleep, I'm sacrificing, you know, a lot of shit just to make sure I'm just in the, you know what's going on. But it's like, and it just made me like just really focus on my health, you know, focus on what's around me more, and all that shit inspires me, like seriously, like it makes me a better person. You feel me? So that just inspires me to, you know, period.
All right, y'all. So we're here in the Red Room. Who are some of your favorite people that's come through the Red Room so far?
Favorite people.
Now, let me go ahead and throw this out here. Y'all don't get mad at him if he don't say your name, okay?
Right.
Blame it on his head, not his heart. I ain't not in the business of getting anybody in trouble.
All right. My personal favorites would have to be, shout out my boy Cody Garai. He's actually a drummer for a band called Omerta. Okay. One of my favorite people that came through here. Nick, Swain, shout out Swain. Mona Leo, shout out Leo, one of my favorites as well. And shoot, I'm gonna give you one more favorite.
Make it good.
I'm Rashard, aka Burger Man. Shout out Burger Man. Real good energy from all those people.
I love it.
Yeah.
You got any favorites?
And not
just yourself.
Damn, I couldn't. I was really about to say that too.
See how?
Trying to think. Cause this nigga be mixing more niggas.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
So I just be in here like really just chilling.
Yeah.
But best energies that I've had. Leah is always good energy. Leah is always great energy. Who else? I'm trying to think of niggas who are like, who wouldn't like think I'd fuck with them.
Because bro, there's a lot of people that come through here. Like we have over, I want to say 300, 400 artists. So it's a lot of people we see every week, every day. So, you know, it's just a couple that stick out to us.
Okay, let's do this then. If y'all have to form a super team, 5 people, they say you gotta form a team with 5 people, heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters? Okay, so we talking about song, ain't just a hard-ass song.
Let's do a hard-ass, I want a hard-ass mixtape.
Okay, because I was thinking the energies and a whole bunch of other shit. Okay,
I'm thinking, because I want a mixture of people,
okay,
you know?
Okay.
Hard-ass mixtape, Super 5.
Easy. Mo City Cowboy.
Mo City Cowboy off top.
That's easy. Or Santana, that's obvious.
Hello,
That's
on top.
This nigga, once he gets serious with his music, that's obvious. That's easy.
Off top.
Candy Baby off screen, that's obvious. That's easy.
Off
Really?
top.
Anybody, like, bro.
We got one more. We need one more.
One more? All right, I'll give you a solid one more. Hard mixtape out of the Red Room. Case Andrea. That nigga, hey, he can sing, bro. So he'll give you a hard ass.
Yeah. He gonna
hard ass
for
case for sure. So that's my 5.
That's your 5. You agree with the 5? You gonna take that 5?
I'm taking.
You wanna add somebody?
It's just too many people to choose from.
Look, and I know.
Just like from my personal taste,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still keeping Gloria and Calvin on there.
Okay.
But I'm gonna add Karma.
No, Karma.
I'm gonna add Karma because I like this nigga. This nigga will make some rap pop.
Yeah, he'll make some great.
Who else you said? You put Candy up there.
Candy, I got.
Who's your fit?
Case.
Case. I'm gonna keep that. I'm trying to really think, bro, because you know I just be up here.
I was like, I'm just here.
And then plus, you know,
there's literally dozens of honorable mentions that I could say, and y'all know who y'all are. Y'all niggas know y'all. Right. I love y'all, but it's just look, man. Like,
and plus, I'm high, bro. Y'all niggas names at this.
Don't blame it on him. Blame it on the weed.
Bro, shit, you know you make some hard music out the room.
You see my face.
Yeah, you see my face, nigga. You saw me when I was mixing your shit, nigga. You know your shit all right. So we good.
How do you know that a song is finished? Like, it's done. We need to go ahead and wrap it up.
So the problem with us is we don't hear the end of music.
It's always
music don't end with us. We gonna be on this keyboard and the piano playing shit for hours, like literally hours and hours on the same loop.
Right.
The same 5-second loop we can be playing for hours. So for us, niggas that got the ear, like music, there's no end to it. But for the average artist, after about a good hour and a half, it's time to move on to another song. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they'll get their beat from YouTube, and there's only so much you can do on a written, like, MP3 beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you came to us and was like, hey, we want you to cook up a beat, we want you to on the production, you're going to be sitting here for half a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally.
If not longer.
We'll be here, if not longer. We'll be here just fucking with the shit for hours. So, yeah, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, nah, and I would say, like, on like, if I'm just... Well, yeah, nah, like a beat, I sit here. If I'm really fucking with the beat, I will stay there for like.
Literally.
I'll come back to that hoe probably in the span of 3 days. Like if I make that hoe like on a Monday, I'm gonna test that hoe up on Tuesday, and then I'm gonna come back.
The finishing touches on Wednesday.
Not even finishing because I'm gonna probably after I get that beat to somebody else, I'm gonna come back to that hoe.
And be like, okay, wait, let's redo this.
So it's like it's when it comes to music, it's infinite. Like my mind's always moving with it.
Right.
And but when it's time to like wrap something up, like to just literally, I just need these 3 seconds, and not 3 seconds, 3 minutes or whatever, just to be polished.
Yeah.
There is a it's like, that's too much right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, you can't. At a certain point, like some niggas will try to add like bro, like all right.
You got 50 instruments trying to add a clarinet now.
Yeah, like
and then they want the whole band. Stop playing with you. Stop playing.
You want to add like 5 ad-libs on one spot, and it's like...
Okay, but are you going to tell Beyonce no?
Huh?
I'm just saying. Beyonce said she wants the full band. She wants the clarinet.
Okay, but listen, that's different.
But listen. Hold on. We didn't came from niggas right here to niggas to Beyonce.
Niggas in Texas. Niggas in
Beyonce is a whole
level.
Look, and she,
Beyonce say,
you come mix this whole like you know that nigga ain't finna come and do it.
Nah, first of all, Beyonce say I want my gum popping to be on that bitch. I'm grabbing the mic. We recording that.
What are we doing, bro?
Like, man, whatever you want. You gonna fix it.
You need me to breathe different. I breathe different.
I ain't
right now.
Anything for Queen V, right?
Come on.
Oh God.
Beyonce, get at us. Houston, Texas.
Hey, Matthew knows, man. Look, bro. Oh, we got something in common. First names. Let's just start from there. Let's just start from just keep the ball rolling. Let's just keep the ball rolling from there.
Okay.
Houston, that's 2. Come on, all right, continue.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
what would you say would be your favorite project to date? Favorite project so far?
Favorite project that I worked on?
That you worked on. From start to finish. Not one that somebody threw at you in the middle, but start to finish. Start to finish,
executively would be Leah Music. We've done like 2 projects together, top to finish. And what she'll do is she'll book like a whole day, and she'll a 24-hour block. And we'll just really spend a whole day working on her music mixes and ad-libs and all types of stuff. So done that twice now. So I would say Leah Music for sure. Like her music is fire. Leah, shout out to you. She's been at the Reverend for years, so yeah, definitely her.
I'd have to agree. We got a fire ass album. It's just slept on. Niggas gonna sleep on it.
Slept on.
But it's whatever. Yeah, like I ain't even finna trip on it. You know what I mean? But the music is good though. Like the production is definitely something that I say me and Manley's work on that production was great. And then Leah just adding her own touch to it was just like, parsley. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It was like the razzle dazzle.
No, it was I wouldn't even compare it to parsley. It was literally the other half that it was needed. You know what I mean? So, but no, I would have to agree with Manley.
Yeah.
Well, we love it. Y'all heard it here. Y'all need to go ahead and tap in.
Shout out Leah Music.
Look, on all platforms. Go find Leah Music. Okay. What would you say? Okay, and I don't want anybody to get mad with this answer. Worst project to date. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Because again, I am not in the business of getting nobody in trouble. Okay, so you don't even have to say their name. Okay. But describe it. Tell me how it went down. How did you know it was like that abort mission?
Okay, I think I'm safe. Because I don't think he's ever gonna see this. But this dude named
don't say his name.
I want to name drop. Let me
don't say his name.
We're not gonna name drop. Okay. I'm gonna abbreviate his name. MP. Right? MP. White kid. I don't know where he's from, but he wasn't from Texas.
Okay.
But yeah, he was doing music back in that Lil Pump era, that, you know what I'm saying, SoundCloud-ish era. Yeah. And he was like, hey man, he mixes for me, he sent me his music. And them dollars was hidden back in college, so you know what I'm saying, I can take the job.
I mean, because the money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm a broke college kid, so I'm sitting there listening, I'm like, you can't be serious. Bro, what? And so yeah, I did a whole project from it, still on SoundCloud. I'm not gonna give you the link, but yeah, that shit. Yeah, that's the worst.
I'm going to go find the link. I did so much childish.
Shout out to MP though, bro. You got me through college. I know. Go ahead.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I can't say mine. Mine's too recent. Yeah, mine's too recent.
Too recent?
Two. Like
in the reason.
I'm already done.
Yeah, bro. I'm just gonna describe something. I'm just gonna describe a little bit.
Okay, I'll take it.
And I have to. I can't just I can't talk like in layman's. I gotta definitely talk in code. Buddy came in here tweaking. Now, when I mean tweaking, like he come in, he already talking.
Okay.
Like he just talking.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And then I see he going there, and he pops something. And I'm just like, alright,
Okay.
Love when that happens.
Right, and then I could tell you was already in here off something.
Yeah.
But then you go in the booth, and like after every bar, you're coming out and asking me, is it good?
Wait, okay.
No, I'm serious. Like, and it's like, but just imagine, like, not, he's amped up, so he's not opening the door like no regular nigga. He's damn near throwing that door.
So it's Dolce and Gabbana. Was it hot?
Yes.
Hit him with the fair going. Was that hot? Was that yo, like, but I'm not even. That's it. That's all you can say. Yeah, I mean that's all you really have to say because I'm a little concerned off top.
Nah, but like
here at the Red One, we love all.
We love all our artists, and I accept them for who they are. you know, I do advise them, you know, on how to come to the studio.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Gotta come.
But you know, we just like. Let me stop. You just like the church come as you are.
Just like the church.
Reset everybody. Nah, for real. Reset everybody.
Jesus didn't turn nobody away, and neither will we.
Nah, we will turn you away. Not Jesus.
I mean, what if they came up to you and Jesus paid it off?
Wait, huh?
Huh?
Like, what, Jesus paying it off?
How much you paid?
Jesus paid it off. I'm trying to tell you, that's what he said.
Nah, like, I'm sorry. I know
not
Jesus.
Not the Jesus.
I know Jesus. Jesus gonna hit me with the direct deposit. He gonna let me know. He got my zip. I would have said that. I would have said that.
How would you describe your creative process? Like, you know, it's time to get some work done. What's your ritual? How you get done? How do you think through things? Take me in your head.
Me personally, I feed off of energy. So if lots of time people come in here and they'll be like, hey, I need a beat. So they'll give me an acapella or they'll lay something down real quick. And they'll give me the opportunity to make something around it. So whatever you lay down and the energy you put into it is going to get that same energy out of me. So if you go in there and you're, or you're whispering on the track and you're supposed to be singing, you know what I'm saying? Like, just how much effort and, you know, just how hard you try on the actual track is how hard, you know, I can allow myself to try on the track. You know, I will never allow myself to outdo an artist. The point of the song is for the artist to shine, you know what I'm saying? It's for the artist to to showcase their vocals and talents. So, you know, if you come in here with the proper energy and you're, you know, while I'm making the beat, you're hyping me up like, yeah, that sounds good, or do this or change that, like you're actually giving input, that lets me do my job better. So, you know, that's kind of how I operate on the song. Yeah,
like, I'm like that as well. Like, I do feed off energy. Energy is very important. And also, it's like, but also the energy in the room. Like, if, you know, I'm in there cooking up and, like, I'm just by myself, you feel me? And I get in the mode, But if I'm, like, making music and I got, like, people I fuck with me, and they like, oh, yeah, this is hard, you know, it's going to probably amp me up even more to, like, you know, go in. But then my creative process is, like, you know, I warm up. Like, I kind of treat this shit like, you know, like, come musician. Like, I actually did, like, you know, I know I play instruments, so I was classically trained. You'd actually warm up. So I'll, you know, find a little loop, find somewhere, get the whole started just to get my brain going and to try to make something in like 15 minutes. Right. You know what I mean? Just to get shit going. Yeah, I don't care how it turns out. If this so hard, it could be a hard ass 15. You know what I mean? But it's like, if it's, it don't matter. It's just getting me going. And then from there, it's like, all right, I'm in the mood. You know, now it's like, what else am I feeling? And I'll start touching the keys, you know, I'll start, you know, and then from there, it's, you know, I never say, I know how this beat finna end. Because you don't know. There's endless possibilities. No, it's just like, I could literally have one thought, and then the next thought be better than that thought. Exactly. So it's like, damn.
And it really changes once you actually get on the computer to make it. Like, you might hear one sound that sounds better than another. Like, man, I was planning to use this one, but this one sounds better. So it really never ends up, you know, coming out how you thought of it. And that's really how a lot of artists come. Like, they'll come in here and be like, yo, like, you know, after they finish recording, like, yo, that just sounds way better than I imagined. It's because when you get into the studio, you actually go through the creative process. It's never a step-by-step written down process. It's always a 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a roadblock at 4. What do we do? You know what I'm saying? What do we change this word or we change this melody? So that's kind of just how it works. It's really a collaborative effort when you're making music.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But and it's been plenty of times where, like, I'm literally just starting a melody, and then this nigga be like, hey, chill out. Hey, let me come in there. Let me come in and do something. Let me come do something.
Let me tweak something. Let me add something.
Right. And I'm like, oh, it's the same thing. You know, vice versa. So it's like, you know, that's why I say it's like, it's kind of important when you're making music to understand, you know, the energy, especially in yourself, but also in your room, you know, and then also who you're putting in, you know, in the room with you as well. Because you could, you know, not be around niggas you fuck with and, you know, just be in your head. You know what I mean? You know, or just like, it's just way easier to just, like, when there's a good vibes, of course you're going to make good music, you know, and music is just about vibes.
Right. Yes. Now, who would you say would be your influences as producers? So,
man,
who you looking up to?
Lord,
who did you grow up on? And
it's
it made
long.
you.
Okay, it's a long explanation for this one. Okay. So like I said,
He had to cross his legs for that one. Y'all should have seen it.
like I said, y'all, look, metal band, high school, right? So I got a lot of metalcore influence in me. Screamo music, as a lot of black people call it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that is in me. You know what I'm saying? And I notice it comes out on, while I'm making a beat sometimes, and the artist behind me be like, yeah, that shit's hard, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know that. They don't know it came from my metalcore side, right? You know what I'm saying?
Because niggas don't know. Niggas be so scared. Niggas are so like, oh, this nigga's fucking listening to rock music.
Right. But they don't know it. There's inspiration that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you shouldn't, cast out any kind of music. Like, you should open your ears up to experiencing and understanding different forms of music, different genres, right? Because that's going to elevate your ability to make music naturally. Yes. So it started with that, and then I've always listened to rap, R&B, Brian McKnight, one of my favorite artists, John Mayer, a whole bunch of things, Boys to Men. Just what I'm saying. Like, I have such a diverse background in music that whenever I'm making music, I can pick and choose from any genre, any artist. Or I heard this lick, or I heard this vocal run, you know what I'm saying? And just piece it all together to make something different and new every time. So that's kind of like, inspiration comes from, like you said, many different ways and forms. So that's where I pick my inspiration from.
Yeah, no, like I could say the same, like, and that's why I say, like, when it comes to me and Manly's, like, when it comes to connection to music, I say it's like, I be thinking me and this nigga the next Neptunes on some shit. Just because it's like our understanding of music.
Understanding and catalog.
Bro, it's just like we both kind of have like the same not back history or whatever it's called, but like just our upbringing when it came to music. We were so diverse on our way up to this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I could speak for him as well. Like, I mean, speak the same for myself, because I grew up listening to just gospel music. My mom was just all the time. I'm getting J. Moss, Fred Hammond, Kirk Franklin. You feel me? Donnie McClurkin.
That's what you gonna get, okay?
Bro, my grandfather is a pastor. You feel me? So it's like, that was inspiration of music. Then I came into like this rock era. I started listening to alternative rock music, and that still, just like Manny said, that shit comes out, and niggas be like, oh, that shit hard. Like, niggas
they don't even know.
Like that. I got that whole from Pyramid. Linkin Park. Oh yeah, you wasn't fucking with that, huh?
You wasn't fucking with that. Now you fucking with that.
That's them niggas, huh? But and for me, I didn't start listening to rap till like freshman year of high school.
Okay.
You feel me? So I had like, it took me a minute to really get my feet like solidified and like just try to move in rap music. You feel me? But once I got there, it was like, oh, I could do whatever. Because like rap music is pop music right now. And it's probably gonna forever be pop music at this point until like, something else trendy comes. But for right now, like, rap is the new pop. Even in pop music, just taking like trap drums and shit. So that shit is like,
even in country music, like,
nigga, what? I heard, I'm hearing. And I'm like, whoa, y'all niggas never did that. Bro.
Like, what is it?
Yeah, bro.
I've never seen you do it before.
It's brand new. That's brand new.
What would you say music is missing right now?
Authenticity.
Facts.
Music is missing authenticity. Like, the whole music industry. A lot of people in them higher positions, I'm not going to say too much, but a lot of people up there, they're not who they really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of it is fronts. Like, their fronts, labels is paying for an image and things like that. So it's just the authenticity is missing. The realness of people is missing. That's one thing that we really value. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially, come on.
Oh Lord! Go ahead, Poppy. Poppy's facing the camera.
Episode 2.
Oh look, episode 2. He's a recurring character. You got to come this way.
The return most of the catalog. Go ahead, get that phone.
Go ahead, take a seat. Take a seat.
Squeeze me.
What's going on? How you feeling?
Cool.
I'm cooling. So authenticity, because they really here.
Yeah, they portray to be one thing, but they're behind closed doors another. That's all I'm gonna say on the topic.
What you think?
I feel like what is missing is it's a mindset. You know what I mean? Like a lot of, and it's of course, you know, as an artist, it doesn't, unless you're like just a superstar. You know what I mean? Like your pool from how you came up is just so, you're not really tied down to anything that's already established in the music industry. So like your own pool is powerful enough to move rooms or whatever. If you're not coming up that way, you know, you won't have the ability to change what's going on. But what I believe is like, it's just not a lot of care about music. You know what I mean? Now it's just nobody really wants to try to be different. You know what I mean? It's like they see a wave, hop on it. They see a wave. Even like new niggas, like, cause music is so accessible. I could go to Guitar Center, give me a mic, all this shit, start making music the same day. And like, put on the internet, have all my shit out in like 5 hours. If my shit trash, it's trash. But if the public fuck with it and they fuck with it, but it's, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not saying niggas is making trash music, but what I'm saying is just like, you know, there just needs to be, in my opinion, because the label understand what they're doing. There just needs to be more realness. Like that's actually how I feel about it. Because like music, I don't be feeling a lot from it no more. Unless it's like R&B music. R&B music, I'm definitely feeling. And like, but when I speak on rap music, I just feel like, you know, again, it's just wave riding.
Because it's been used as a way to come up now. And then venture into something else. A lot of the, you know, OG artists. If y'all watch the Super Bowl, all of them niggas that are performing, them niggas not really making music anymore. They're doing other shit. Niggas is in real estate. Niggas is making Ciroc. Niggas is, you know what I'm saying? They're making beat headphones. Like, they're not really making songs anymore. So it's really, like, rap has become, particularly rap, has become a stepping stone to venture out into more things. So now it's just, let me put out a hit for 5 seconds of fame, right? Not even 15 anymore. It's 5 seconds because of TikTok. Niggas will blow that shit, blow up.
Well, 7 seconds. 7 seconds is viral. 7 seconds with the words. I'm trying to tell.
I don't know what the kids call it. But niggas will use that platform to get on, and then literally the next week they're selling merch, and then they transfer merch into this and that and this and that. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just being watered down.
We was talking about Super Bowl. Actually, you just said something about the Super Bowl. Right. How did y'all feel about that?
That was good. That was actually a really good performance. I fucked with it.
You fucked with it?
I really did fuck with it. And shit, like that's, I mean, it wasn't like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But it was like, it was just a really nice put together performance. It was the first time rap, you know, was ever on Super Bowl. So it was like, you know, mainstream that shit. So it was like, it was great. I ain't got no complaints about it.
What you think, Sam?
As far as the outcome, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it would have been giving Joe too much too soon. Yeah. So I feel like he needed that L to kind of. This is the villain story, right? This is the villain story. You're talking about outcome.
Yeah. Oh, that's I'm talking about the halftime show.
They were on the game.
Performance was wild as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the OGs. You got when Eminem came out, I was over here screaming "Fangirl" and
no, but for real.
I was ready. So sorry.
How do we feel about him taking the knee after the NFL told him?
Yeah, of course. Respect. Like,
he not
that's Uncle Adam, nigga. That do what he gotta do.
But you know, like, and that's just, you know, it kind of means something for, you know, symbolically for no black people to do it, but you the only white nigga up there to do it. You know what I mean? So
that is facts. He was the only one to do it.
Yeah. And you
that was a whole group of black people.
Nah, like, niggas standing around him. Like, as he doing it.
Niggas was like, what the nigga do? Oh, you know it?
And they told him not to do that.
We gonna chop it up with that nigga after that.
Ooh, rebellious.
So clearly we can see with his legacy, what he want his legacy to be, you know, somebody that's standing up for the people.
But he's always been like that. I ain't gonna hold you. Eminem is always like, from what I remember, you know, I ain't never heard that nigga talk bad about niggas. Right. I mean, unless it was some beef, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was like warranted beef.
Yeah. I mean, other than him stalking Mariah Carey, but that's
different. That's him. That's
racist.
That's like he got issues.
Yeah, missing a few screws in the head. No, but what would y'all say you would want y'all legacy to be? So what are you working for your legacy to be right now?
My legacy, I want it to be Red Rooms worldwide. I want it to be studio locations, you know, tutoring locations, just everything. Like anything associated to music creation and the advising behind it, the business behind it, the authenticity behind it. Like, I want to promote that. So if I could have, you know, 3-4 Red Rooms in every state, I'm content.
What you thinking?
I mean, you know, his plan is like kind of the same plan as like my plan. Wanted to, you know, because at some point when you do get to a certain level, it's like, okay, I can't hold on to all of this knowledge. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I can't keep it for myself. And the person that I am, I'm a giver. So it's like I'm not just gonna, especially if I'm, you know, seeing a lot of niggas not doing it correctly. It's like, why not be that person to, you know, supply that source of, you know, at least a God or whatever to make, you know, the media that you want to make. And, you know, that could definitely be done with what he's trying to do. So it's like, you know, I mean, not to say that I just piggyback, but it's like, you know, it's like 2 minds are better than one. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what I also want to be known as is just, you know, just a great musician, just a great producer all around, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't want to, I mean, wherever it takes me, mm-hmm. you know, but at this point, I just want to make sure that everything I touch is something that I genuinely love. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I put that track out because I like that. Yeah. Or any, like, you know, just making sure that whatever I'm doing, I'm loving it, you know. McDonald's. That literally is true.
I was like, that nigga really just said it. I heard the snicker off stage.
All right. Who are we listening to right now? Who's on your playlist? Let's start with who's on your shower playlist? That's most important. I want you to know. I am judging you based on your answers.
Okay,
I am.
So, I'm going to start. I'm going to just say this. I honestly barely listen to mainstream artists now.
Okay.
Because I'm an engineer. Primarily, like 90% of the time, I'm listening to artists I've recorded and engineered. So, that's that. The other 10%, I ain't going to lie. I'm jamming Peso, Quentin, and Van, you know what I'm saying? I'm in that whole turning up. You know
in the shower?
Shout out to them niggas.
In the shower.
In the shower?
Like,
I mean,
R&B vibes.
R&B vibe. I mean,
you gotta be singing your heart out.
Bro, it really, bro, it varies. Like, because I can listen to anything at any given time. Like, it really honestly varies. But I'll be listening to maybe Boyz II Men. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably be listening to them. Or
favorite Boyz II Men
Casey
song.
and favorite Boyz II Men song?
Yes, go.
I'm down on bended knee. Come on now. What the knee? What you talking about? Do-do-do. Nah, yeah.
I don't remember that.
I
need to go
back.
back.
For Mama? Yesterday?
Yeah. Yesterday.
Okay,
cool.
I know that one. That's my favorite.
So yeah, he loves it.
That whole part.
I'll be honest. Look, honestly, I'm gonna probably be singing whatever I just recorded in the last week.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if it was, you know what I'm saying, Case Andrea, or if it was Kenya Shaylin, or whoever one of my singing artists was, you know what I'm saying, that week, I'll be singing them because it's stuck in my head, you know what I'm saying? And that's honest facts. Like, I really don't honestly, I don't want to stay in tune to mainstream artists anymore. Like, I really fuck with the local scene more than I do the famous popular scene. You know what I'm saying? So that's honestly what I would be listening to.
Okay. What, and I know we don't have a lot of time. Mm-hmm. I know, because we're busy. We are so busy. But what are you watching right now? Whether it be on Netflix, Cable TV, Hulu, YouTube, TikTok, and again, I mean, I know we don't have a lot of time, but what you got a little free time, and you like, you know what? I want to watch some TV.
In my free time, if I'm trying to watch something serious, I'm watching anime.
Okay.
So I'm rewatching DBZ. I'm rewatching DBZ's Super. I'm rewatching One Punch Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm doing in my free time. Like, I'm honestly not even watching TV like that. I'll put on a movie, but like, there's no show I can tell you. Oh, I can't tell you what happened on the last episode of Power. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I just don't watch that shit. Like, it's just me.
Nah. Only thing that Euphoria, that whole different. That whole
something about that just don't sit right with me.
Nah, it don't. I don't even care.
Those are teenage kids,
bro. We done seen worse shit. We done seen Degrassi. Degrassi's not as worse as this, but I'm just
like
saying.
Like they drugged out, sexed out, all that.
Oh, okay, it's bad for
all on the bike. That's all they got is one bike.
All on the bike.
I ain't even seen the new season. I done seen the first season. I ain't even seen the new season. I just seen the first season.
Okay.
I just started watching it. I just heard a lot of shit.
I watched one episode and I just could not do it.
That was a lot, but that's why I stopped watching it. You feel me? Because it's a lot. But like he said, I really be watching anime. Like I'm really big into that. Been big into that since I was a kid. So it's like I'll just put on, you know, if I'm really trying to just watch some TV, some anime like One Piece, shit. Demon Slayer, that whole that whole
Hero,
My Hero, stupid. Attack on Titan, stupid. Yeah, it's a lot of shit. Yeah. But nigga, I'm a nerd at heart. I'm just cool.
Okay. What we watching?
Man, I don't really watch TV.
I don't really watch TV. Okay.
Like, niggas be busy, bro. Niggas don't really be having time to watch TV.
I feel like at some point TV just
exactly like it's like keep your interest for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that. How would you say that you manage your time? Y'all are busy, each and every one of y'all. How you manage your schedule? You're like, I don't even know. I'm not even sure how I'm here now.
Thank God for Wix. Wix is they're a business that's into the business of business. So they give you a schedule, they give you bookings, they give you all the things you need to maintain a business. So shout out to Wix. That's how I maintain my schedule, because if I didn't have them, I would be a train wreck, literally. I somehow managed to have Mondays off, and I'll take Wednesdays off as well, to kind of have to myself to recuperate for the next week that's coming up. But honestly, my schedule is flexible because, you know, it depends on whenever people book me. And that goes back into the entrepreneurship thing. It's like, you know, you're only going to have good weeks and good days whenever your clients and, you know what I'm saying, customers are having good weeks and good days. So, you know, I just manage my time based around whenever I'm booked. And like I said, some days it's 4 to 12 hours. Like, it varies, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
What would you say is the best advice that you've been given throughout your journey? Is it stuck with you? It's engraved in your mind.
I had to think about that.
Advice.
Right?
Why did he say that?
Niggas don't be giving no game.
No, you're right.
Okay.
And the reason he said it like that is because in the business that we're in, and the location that we're in, Houston, Texas, right? I gotta say Houston, because we're in Houston specifically, and we do what we do. Niggas in a high position is not gonna tell you how to get to that position.
Yeah. They want you to work.
Niggas up here gonna see how talented you are and how great you are and how good you're doing, but they're not gonna give you the sauce to level up to them, because obviously
they don't want you on the same level.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think it goes for everyone when I say that you don't really get advice, like the meaningful advice that you want, that you're looking for. You don't get that, especially in the music business. Unless, you know, you're the artist getting it from the producer that's heard this, or the artist, you know, getting it from the producer that's been to certain different levels that's trying to help you up. Yeah, you're going to get it from them. But as far as like a producer helping out another producer that's in a higher level in Houston, no, that's not going to happen. Engineer, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll say this. There's been more collaboration. The years have come, you know. But that's just coming from the youth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really see, you know, and I think it's, you know, it takes time for that mentality to just rush over, but also it takes time for those people with those mentality to get put into a better position.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe once that does happen, you know, the seeds will be sold. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's like, that's why I said it like that. Like, advice is like, you know, I got it through trial and error. I got it through, you know, like, I had to, you know, just cook up with niggas and just, you know, deal with the repercussions, you know. And not to say that, like, everybody I cooked up with hold me. You know, I can't even say that niggas I cooked up with hold me on the back end of music because, you know, it was just, I guess, my situation different.
I think, well, I mean, for me personally, I don't think that, like, I've actually ever really tried to extend and ask for help or advice from anyone in a level above me, but just, you know, knowing how, you know, the Houston music scene operates and works, it's just, you just know what to expect from people. And I've tried myself to collaborate with different artists and engineers and producers and stuff like that in higher positions and levels than me, but you never see the, oh yeah, we got you on the, you know, 15% because you work. You never see that, like, actively, right? Because in a city that you want, in a city that wants to grow, you're going to see the higher people helping out, the lower people come up, but you don't see that here. So, you know, collaborating with bigger artists and stuff like that, like, you just, you know, that is missing that I don't know if the word is genuinity. Is that the word? Genuineness. Yeah, it's missing that genuineness of people trying to help out lower people come up, and, you know, that's things that, like, places like Atlanta, they got that, like, down to a T. Like, nigga, fucking Chicago, North Carolina, like, all these places where big artists are from, like, they got that down to a T. Where it's like, take for example YB in the Mirror. You know what I'm saying? When he was blowing up off that Rubbing Off the Paint song, then, you know, he waited till he was blowing up. Then he put on his little nigga Corday. Then he put on Almighty J. You know what I'm saying? Like, then them niggas came out. Like, you see that coming from other places, but you don't see that from Houston. Like, it's just something that these niggas now just don't do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it forces you, it puts you in a mindset of, you got to try this to see if it works. If it doesn't, then you know what not to do next time. You know what I'm saying? You just keep doing that for long enough, like I said, 10, 12 years, until you finally get to a level, like, you know what I'm saying?
But I'll say this, though. Houston is behind on the pull it has in the music industry because we don't really have nothing. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, it's like, what label can you say is out here? What, you know, what major thing in music is out here that is pulling artists to come here? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's not that. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's not that, but musically it's not that. You see what I'm saying? It's probably just musical talent and things, you know, just underground stuff. But I would say, though, Houston does need a, like, spokesman.
Right.
A better spokesman. Because there have been people that have been Houston spokesmen. And I just think that, you know, I'm talking about in our peer, you know, like, people who are blowing up that's close to our age. You know, I just feel like if you're gonna put on for Houston, like, put on for Houston. Really, you see what I'm saying? You like, you know, like, you got all these people here, you got all this talent here. You know, like, but the reason I'm not asking for that is, like, how can I sit here and ask somebody who's just got there, who's just, you know, you living your life, you're doing everything you can to do what you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, if that's not who you are, it's not who you are. But that's why I believe, you know, I'm having these thoughts because I'm going to get put in that position.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like...
So honestly, I feel like we're going to, like, you know, one day, you know, like, basically, we'll all be in that position where we can change it for Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can change that kind of mindset that Houston have of the crabs in a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like, pulling each other down and not trying to let anyone, you know what I'm saying, get to the next level. So, you know, that's why I really... honestly feel like it's another point of inspiration why I put so much effort into this and making this a big operation to let them, you know, blow up and you know, work with more artists in Houston and get more localized. Is that, you know, one day I can be the guy that's like, hey, like, there's talent over here, y'all look at over here. You know what I'm saying? I can get the fucking news stations. I can get
type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Pull is so strong.
Yeah, I can get the resources that artists that are talented need to be put on and be put in the positions that they deserve because they actually have the talent and they actually put in the work to get to those levels instead of, oh, this person's got the money behind them just because, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it is, you know, not spelling any names, but.
No names, no shade, but it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
What would you say? Who would you say? Who would y'all say? The hottest artist we got coming out the mo. I need your top 5.
Out the mo?
Out the mo. Just strictly
Hottest
out the mo.
Top 5 coming out the mo.
Top 5 coming out the mo.
Without a doubt, number 1, LayB.
For sure.
Without a doubt. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
She's on top. She's doing great right now. Amazing. After that, out the mo. I'm trying to make sure I got the location.
Out the Missouri City.
Okay, cool. Out the mo. Out the mo. Working, moving their feet. You gotta give it up for my man right here. I mean, it's in the nigga name. Mo City Cali. He's moving his feet. He's working. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Moving their feet, working out of the mo. You said Mo City?
Mo City.
Okay.
Mo City.
Next up, out the mo.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
That's gonna happen.
Like if they can't break their wrist, then don't name them.
If they can't break their wrist, Mo City Butte. That nigga can freestyle for years.
Yeah.
On end.
Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3.
So Butte, right? You said Missouri City, Texas. Okay.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
You said 22.
Out the mo, like actually doing this shit, bro. Like, man, I don't wanna.
Male or female?
Huh? Yeah, I'm already know. I don't want to play favorites and nothing like that. I don't have favorites. All right, I'm just being
disclaimer here. No favorites.
But you're right. Sunny the rapper is moving her feet right now.
Okay,
so
Sunny
she's
the
on
rapper.
her way up. You know what I'm saying? Out the mo. Let me give one more out the mo. Now I gotta think about this though. Out the mo is moving. I would say they're not even an artist. I would say Dead Years. He's a videographer.
Okay.
He's still moving his feet in the music business.
And we'll take it. We'll take it.
I'll give him that.
Okay, for sure. We got your 5. Where your 5? Oh, he had to take a shot to think about them.
Okay, I only got I don't even know a lot. Okay. Yeah. But my list probably had to start with his probably top 3.
Okay, his top 3. Okay.
That's all I know. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's all I know.
I'm gonna give you top 3.
Okay, I'll take it. Top 3. All right. So we focused on the mo. Now I want to focus on Houston. Houston in general.
Houston in general.
Okay. Nope. I'm not gonna tie you down to a box. Texas.
Texas. Okay.
Coming out of Texas.
Moving their feet in Texas.
Moving their feet in Texas. They're making some noise. They caught your eye.
Like I said, Quinn NFN, Sensi, Molly, Ken the Man, Leo, Libra, Kali, is that? I don't know. Kali. That's how they saying that? I've seen it around. Shit, there's a lot of artists, and particularly female rappers. Like, they're really prominent.
Yeah, the women definitely taking over the game.
Especially in Texas after May took off, like, she had a blueprint. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so a lot of female rappers for sure out of Texas. But there's a lot of them. I can't name all of them.
Who we think he missing anybody? Rappers, singers?
I don't think you're really missing anybody.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Of course, we got, we got TSF. We got other artists in Dallas, Fort Worth. We got, just a lot. We got.
I'll be listening to a lot. So I don't be listening to mainstream music.
Yeah.
Well, not even mainstream music,
but just bigger than local.
Right, yeah. Like I tend to just stick to my small little rotation of music.
Exactly.
And then if it catches my attention, my TL or something else, then it catches my attention. But I don't really just be actively out here trying to see the news.
Sorry, seeing who's trending and what.
Yeah, no, I don't. I sit to my own little world.
Who do you want to work with in the future?
I don't know work with Timberland, man.
Ooh,
that'd be fire.
That'd
be fire right there. Yeah.
Timberland, Missy Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't work with all. Rihanna, nigga. Rihanna.
Yeah,
She made music again.
Yeah, she made music again. I want to work with.
She said she got some music in the work. That's what she
might
said.
be capped though. Shit, we'll find out.
Might be
Yeah, she's Virgo, but look.
New York City cap.
Yeah. Who do I want to work with? I wouldn't mind working with someone like. I was gonna say Kanye, but.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
feel like you have mixed feelings about it.
I wouldn't be against working with Kanye. Yeah. I just feel like you would have to open your mind, and also make sure that you don't judge him too much because you know that he missing some screws.
Yeah, exactly right. That's why I wouldn't mind working, but I'd be cautious.
I'm about to tell niggas find God in a second.
Oh my gosh! Or he's gonna draw some stick figure pictures of you, post it on Instagram, and scratch your name. Did y'all see that?
No, he's hilarious. He's hilarious.
Everybody's upset, and at this point, I'm not mad at this man. He is funny. He's so funny.
No, he's being hysterical right now. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he's doing.
Something wrong with him. Okay, who you want to work with?
Doja Cat 5. Doja Cat 5.
That's a good answer. That's another one.
Doja Cat, the appropriator.
Look, it's not.
During Black History Month,
bro.
I mean,
we asked about
it's
music.
Very weird. You right.
I just said she been putting on some.
She makes dope music. So let's just not have a bias.
What? And I got some beats with her, so if she watching, Doja Cat,
check your email.
Yeah, or just send me the email. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Get in contact because I got some beats. But Doja Cat. Who else? I'm trying to think.
Pharrell,
for sure.
Of course. Pharrell.
Oh my goodness. Pharrell. I say Metro. I would love to make some shit. I would love to make some just like a hard ass, 21 shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like we running it. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, honestly speaking, you put me, Matt, and Metro in the room.
That's what I'm saying.
Metro, I don't think he got what it takes to really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the keys, especially on anything. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Metro though. Shout out Metro. But I don't think they really vote.
I mean, they talk your shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk your shit. I'm all for that. I'm all for it.
He cool. Them hi-hats be hitting, but nothing that can't, bro.
I want to make some shit Metro. And then, who else? I'm trying to think. There's somebody else that I was thinking of recently. He slept on, because he ain't putting on. He don't be doing a lot of shit no more. But his name is Knowledge.
Okay. Sounds.
He made one song on Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly album. He made the beat for Mama.
Okay.
But no, he's very like, what's it called? You heard of Soulection?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's definitely that vibe all the way around.
Okay.
So like, just think Soulection, because I be on that shit.
Okay. We're inviting you to a dinner. Y'all, I love to see who people's gonna invite to dinner. I'm sorry. We're at a dinner. You can invite 3 people, dead or alive. Who are you picking and why?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
3 people.
3 people.
I'm gonna invite, because I never met her, I'm gonna invite my grandma on my mom's side.
Okay.
I want to talk to Kobe Bryant. I'm inviting Kobe.
Okay.
And then lastly, I'm gonna invite 3rd person, dead or alive. I'm inviting Jeff Bezos. I ain't gonna lie.
Jeff Bezos. What question you asking Jeff?
Nigga, why you need 900 million, trillion, billion dollars. Like,
that's the first question you ask.
And then also reparations.
Like, can I get my cut? Like, I ain't even mad at you for having them. I get the fuck what you owe me.
No, like, I ain't finna talk about it. We ain't even, after you give me this bread,
on me.
I'm good. You will never have to hear from me again. We cool.
On me.
Who you invited to dinner?
For sure, Kobe.
Kobe.
Over at my mama.
Okay.
And then the third one, I'm trying to see who would that be? Mac Miller.
Mac Miller? What are you asking me?
If he could really give me a heart to heart at that moment, like I really ask him, like, you know, like, what was you running from? Mm-hmm. That's what I would ask him. What was you running from? Mm-hmm. And hopefully he'd give me a real answer. Yeah. But he probably, I don't know.
That would be a good question. Oh man. Mm-hmm. All right. How do you navigate the gray area when working with friends? Because I know it can get a little tricky, you know. You're working with your homies and sometimes your homie want the homie discount. Or sometimes your homie, you know, don't understand that there's a difference between, business, you know, business
and the way I started looking at it, and like I said, once you come from humble beginnings and you're working with friends and people you've known for a long time, mm-hmm. eventually you gotta be like, bro, look, it's business. Like, it's business. Like, this is what sustains me. Mm-hmm. This is something I have to maintain, you know, and it can't just be the friendship, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be black and white sometimes. Like, it has to be, because this is what is sustaining my life. This is what is paying my bills. This is what is feeding. This is, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So at some point in time, like, I just had to do this recently, and it's crazy. We're literally in this room, mm-hmm. in a session. I had just made a beat. And and the guy, you know, he was fucking with the beat. He was like, yeah, this shit is hard. And in the middle of the session, lights cut off. Niggas like, what the fuck? I'm like, so I said, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I called the light bill. You owe us $1,300. I'm like, excuse me? You like something? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, let me, So I come back in the room. I'm like, look, man, as much as I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all family to me. I know y'all niggas forever, but y'all have to understand that as much love as and stuff that I'm doing for you, you know what I'm saying, you have to reciprocate that for me, especially in times of need, especially when the fucking license off, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, look, I'm going to have to charge you full price for a beat. I usually don't charge them full price for the beat. I'll charge them, you know what I'm saying, a quarter of that shit, just because that's my homework. But in certain times, it's like, you got to understand that business is business, and as much as I love to do this shit for you, out of the grace of my heart, because there's a lot of grace in my heart, it's just like, in real life, I got to pay this light bill. So you're going to have to send me $500 for a beat, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what happened. That was a real life story too. Yeah,
I it's something that you have to understand in yourself. You know what I mean? First off, because most people don't really like have a lot of confidence in themselves to understand, you know, what they're able of, and then establish some self worth. Mm-hmm. You know, but he's right. Like, you know, and plus I look at it as this: you're not even my homie. You're not even my partner if you can't even understand my business. Exactly. Like, if you over here, like, expecting a handout or expecting a discount every single time, right? That's like, all right, then you're not even my partner, because my partner would be like, you know what, I know him. You know what I mean? I know what's going on behind the scenes. You know, like, I know this is what's feeding him, so I'm not even finna go into his pockets like that.
Because the thing is, like, for any other person's business, or like whatever anyone else has going on, especially if they're local, you know, undiscovered, just started a business, I'm always going above and beyond for them. I remember I paid one time like double the ticket just because it was somebody I knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ticket was only $45. I gave them $90 just because I know that you're an entrepreneur starting off your business. I know how it is, because I'm also in the business. Pour into you, right? Just like I want somebody else. Exactly. So when it's time for that to be reciprocated, you gotta it's a situation where you gotta put your foot down. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as people try, man, I've been on you since. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I have to put my foot down, because if I don't, then the next nigga's gonna slide. Then the next nigga after him gonna slide. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a situation like that. It's not something that I don't want to have to do. It's just, you know, living in this world, and you gotta sustain yourself. So it's something I'm gonna have to do. So that's what it is.
What impact do you want to make here in the city? Like we know what mark you want to leave on the world,
right.
But what exactly do you want to do to set your city up to be, a place where you're proud to call home?
Right. For me personally, just the growth and development, like seeing Houston prosper, like. And it's crazy I say because I'm actually a home player. Like, I'm a home team kind of guy. Like I love helping the niggas around me. I love helping the group that's around me. I love helping the team that I'm a part of.
Yeah.
So the place that I'm from, I want to help it. I want to see it. And saying be great. I want to see it do better than what it's currently doing. So however I can help that, whatever I can do for the community or whatever I can do to help the next person, I'm gonna do it. Especially if they're from Houston. You know what I'm saying? It could be somebody from Tennessee that's like, hey, I got $5,000 for you, and I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. Someone from Houston can give me the same proposition that I got $500 for you, but I'll be more inclined to do it than from Houston because that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. Like I just want to see the city better than what it was. So, and my way of doing that is through the music. It's through the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? It's through the many artists that we have coming through here every week. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my take.
What would you say is next for the Red Room?
What's next for the Red Room?
What's next up? Like what should they expect within the next year? It's February now.
It's February 2022.
2022.
What you should expect by February 2023.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Room's gonna be out of this house. I ain't gonna lie. The Red Room's gonna have its own standalone location. The Red Room's gonna own. The Red Room's gonna own the land that it's on, and we're gonna have our own standalone location, and we're gonna be recording niggas out there wherever we are, maybe downtown Houston, maybe on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to live in the Katy Richmond area, so maybe somewhere out there.
Somewhere ducked off.
Yeah,
the people that's quiet and in the pool. I'm already knowing.
Yeah, so we're gonna be out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be out there ducked off, but we're gonna be doing what we're doing still. You know what I'm saying? Keeping true to the music, still doing what we love to do. But I definitely do want to venture out from just the household, and and the event that I don't, I do want to have a situation where I have multiple households that are built in the, in the funk studio. Because I feel like that's a part of what makes us different.
Yeah.
Like very different in the city of Houston. I've heard, whenever people come in here like, oh, so I'm trying to re-record a song. Where'd you record it? Oh, I recorded it at XYZ studio, and it's somewhere in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an actual established studio. They got nice, seasoned senior engineers and stuff like that. But when they come here, the vibe is different. It's in the house. You feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? There's a fucking dog running around. You know what I'm saying? There's mama cooking downstairs. Like, it feels like a house. You know what I'm saying? So it sets us apart, and it makes the creative process a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a staple of the Red Room, and I definitely want to keep true to that. But whatever is for the Red Room next, you know what I'm saying? I'm just go with it. Go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? It's really a mantra for 2022. You know what I'm saying? It's just don't really think too much about it. Just kind of take action, you know what I'm saying? Whatever comes to you next, just do it, you know what I'm saying? If there's an opportunity to get, 2,000 square foot land pops up and I can buy it and it's affordable, whatever, then I'll take that. If the opportunity comes up to get another house and build something, like whatever comes my way, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just go with the flow, but that's it.
Well, I mean, that's all I really got for y'all. Y'all got any last words for the people?
Man. Chase your dreams. Do it. Look, hey, you only got one life, bro. Like, whatever you got in you, that's within you, that is a passion that's given to you to do that shit. Don't second guess it. Put all your eggs in one basket because you never know that basket can turn to 1 million eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a chance, possibilities and shit. Just take that chance. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna lead you. Take me as an example. You know what I'm saying? 10 years later, by the grace of God, I got 2 studios that's profitable and earning and, well known in the community. So take the chance, stay diligent, stay consistent, be motivated. You know what I'm saying? Put your all into it, and you never know what it's going to turn out to be. You never know. You never ever know. So that's what I got to say. Go ahead and finish this drink, though.
That's your last word. What's your last word? You gotta throw in some extra words because you came in kind of late, so you gotta throw in your last words.
I didn't even. I just walked in.
He just walked in.
I just walked in. But I'll say, man, I ain't got no last. I say for real, if I'm being for real, you know, like, if you want to do something, nigga, you self-discipline is very important. Like, you can't sit out here and don't put no work in. Gotta put your work in. Learn what the fuck you doing. What I mean by that is, if you're gonna be in music, find something that your niche is and excel at it, and then from there move on to something else. It's not like music is not something that's complicated. You flow with this shit. Right. You know what I mean? But all this shit around you, this piano, this computer, whatever you're using, it's a tool. Treat that hoe like a tool.
An instrument, right?
An instrument, bro. Learn the fuck out that hoe. Once you learn that hoe, you're gonna learn how to communicate through music on some shit. Yeah. But other than that, nigga, if you trash at this shit, bro, like, you gotta understand you're trash. Like, seriously.
Just accept it.
Like,
let it go.
Like, sometimes, you know, hard work is gonna get you there, but how much hard work?
There's only so much you can do.
Only, like, you know what I mean? So, at some point, you know, just realize you could be the backbone, you could be
the hype man.
You could be the hype man. You could just
the roadie.
There's other positions for you to play.
No, seriously. Like, if being a main guy is not your role, man, be the sixth man. That's a great man.
Everybody
will get
PT. So, with that being said, we are wrapping up episode 2 of Off the Rip. Appreciate my guys for coming through. Y'all be sure to catch episode 1 with my boy Mo City Calvo. It is out now. We out. Gang gang.